Well, it's always a privilege for us to have such a quality opponent in our exhibition schedule as Washburn, and obviously very talented and very well coached. So it's good for us to have to defend against such a good, solid post game and perimeter players that are very effective shooting the three. And you know, I thought it was a night that brought a lot of challenges to the floor for us to adjust to over the course of the 40 minutes with the balance of their inside-outside attack. So on our end, I was pleased, especially with the rebounding numbers of Sweat and Gibson tonight. That bodes well for us to see Ashley get her rebounding numbers up around 5 or 6 in the minutes that she plays, and as always, Marlise was a warrior there on the boards. And Shaylee continues to be steady, it seems, at no fewer than 6 a game. So good rebounding numbers from those three, and that's obviously an area I want to continue to see us improve.
Coach, you guys didn't make a three-point shot until your 15th attempt. Is that concerning at all to you, especially with the loss of Deeds last year? And can you guys continue to rely on the three as you did a season ago?
Yeah, I think the three is always going to be a really big part of what we do offensively. And the encouraging thing to me is we got those looks. And in your first game, that's really the bigger concern and the bigger issue is, are you finding ways to get the shots that you like to take in your system? And we did that. I think a lot of the misses were reflective of the fact you are early in offense and you're trying to establish how and when the timing and the rhythm of those shots is coming. And that, I'm confident, will come. And I like the fact that different players got those looks. So sure, I'd like to make a few more. You know, when you get open look threes, you're always hoping they'll go in. But as we get more and more comfortable with our offense, I'm sure they will. The other part of the game we need to build is 3 looks that come late in the shot clock and 3 looks that are contested. That's where that Dietz element, I think, really comes into play, and that'll be a whole nother area of growth for our perimeter players there. But we didn't see a lot of that tonight, and probably won't until we evolve deeper into offense.
Did you like what you saw in the stretch in the second half when you guys were assertive and took the ball in the basket and got it inside?
Yeah, I thought establishing a post presence was something we had to leave the floor doing tonight, and it took a long time for us to get to that point, but I think we finished the game well with post hits, and that will be another dimension that we have to elevate the level of priority earlier in the game. You know, we're versatile. There's a lot of ways we can play people, but we have to put pressure on defense by post hits, and so I was pleased to see us able to do that late in the game.
You said at Media Day that you didn't expect the new freshman to make quite an impact just yet, but tonight they had 16 points. Mm-hmm. All of them came on and really looked pretty good. What were your thoughts on that?
I was happy with the fact that Jelena and Brandy went into the game and were willing, with their back to the basket, to be a little bit assertive, and certainly the size and physical nature of the defenders they're competing against will continue to improve or increase, but I liked what they brought late in the game. Early on, I think we were a little too finesse and weren't necessarily digging in like we need to, but for young players, I thought they gave us good minutes.
Is it unrealistic to think that they could come on and play a role in the non-conference play?
No, I don't think it's unrealistic. I just think it will be sort of a game-by-game and a day-by-day situation where, depending on matchups and the nature the game takes on, they'll see obviously a lot of new things. So if they can hold their own defensively and if we can score as a unit when they're on the floor, then there's no limit in my mind to my willingness to let them play. It's just all about the quality of impact that you're making when you're on the floor.
Fans are always probably chomping at the bit for these games, for games to count, but how important are these exhibition games to your program?
Oh, they're just critical. You know, it's just a new group, a new team. You're needing to establish timing and rhythm and, make adjustments and defend at the speed and the intensity that the game requires. So that's why playing an opponent the quality of Washburn is so valuable to us, because they do make you make adjustments. They do make you guard inside and out. They are going to make during the game adjustments because they're so well coached. So it's a real positive and very important for us to have a quality opponent, not just to play the game in the exhibition slate, but to get quality opponents like Washburn is huge for us.